How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Rewind Smacked Raw show, where myself and my co-host RN run down the latest happening in the professional wrestling scene. My name is Kyle Tyson.
This is Mr. 8984, hashtag mute RN, hashtag the best in the biz. What's up, boss man?
Not much. I'm a little off today. I'm kind of running a little by the seat of my pants, little last second here. So if I sound a little bit off, that's why I'm not. I didn't have as much preparation for this show as I would have liked, which is absurd because it's my own damn fault. I've been home since like 2:00 in the afternoon.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time we have one of these shows, it's one of the shows that do the best. So
yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Anytime you have your shit together, the show always sucks.
I appreciate that, man. Anytime I try, I fail.
Anytime you've been preparing for like 7 days and you get the intro right, you might as well just throw that whole show away.
You guys, man, we're a weekly podcast. You can tune in live every week, twitch.tv/SmackedRaw. We record these Sunday evenings around usually 9 p.m. on Sunday evenings. Make sure to hit that follow button. Thank you guys for getting us to 100 followers on Twitch. We're extremely grateful for that. If you don't like to stay up on Sundays, you can always catch the replay over on YouTube, youtube.com/SmackedRaw podcast. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, notification. Do all the YouTube stuff. We have been getting more action in the comments there. If you guys leave comments on our videos, I promise I try to hop over there ASAP and reply to you guys and get the conversations going in, down below the videos. I really enjoy that. Actually, it's a lot of fun. And then lastly, the audio version of these podcasts can be found pretty much on any podcast platform that's out there. You name it, we're probably on it, to be fair. And if you find a platform that we're not on, just shoot a link to me and maybe I'll motivate myself to put us on that platform too. This week, I'm not gonna lie, kind of like a blank canvas for this show, RN. I had a couple general thoughts of the things I wanted to talk about. It's been relatively a slow week news-wise. Right. One of the biggest talking points I've seen is people crying out for AEW to get, I don't even like, that makes me gross to even say it, but like a social media manager for like TK and Kenny Omega. And dude, what are your thoughts on these guys unfiltered on Twitter?
I mean, as much as I hated a lot of it because they're pretty much fucking idiots and always stick their foot in their mouth, it is a little for them to claim to be different than WWE. Like, that is one of the things that they are different at. There's not some bot or some 17, 18-year-old intern running the Twitter page for them or monitoring the shit they say on Twitter to make them delete it. So all these goals, we get to see them and have them put it out there and try and delete it. And we have some people that will still save it for us and put it back out there. So I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I like
it. Gives us something to talk about too.
Right.
Content. The only exception I have for this is if they hire that person that runs WWE on Fox's Twitter page. You can get that person.
He's a legend.
Yeah, get that person over. I'll take
that. Or you know who else? Whoever runs Wendy's social media accounts. That is the most savage consumer account on the internet. Wendy's ain't playing around.
Wendy's goes for the throat, man.
I wonder if has that been confirmed that that's literally truly the official site of Wendy's?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
bro. Somebody in corporate must not know Twitter is a real thing.
Standing Streamers in the chat, or the Putting You Over channel is in the chat. He's hosting. Hey, he's hosting us, man. Thank you. He says he's here. Man? He's trying to get some kids to bed. Yeah, that's what Jessie T's doing on my behalf, thankfully. She got the kiddos going down. Your kid earlier, man, that was hilarious.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's a character.
She said she's going to scream on air. Oh, man. Yo, dude. Oh, shoot. Oh, so by the way, too, we're streaming this at the same time as the Kansas City Steelers game is going on. Looks like Kansas City just scored. They just got a touchdown. Okay, cool. Did you catch any of the playoff games, man?
Yeah, what do you mean, bro? That's what I do, football. I mean, shit. My girlfriend actually went to the Bengals Oakland game, and
Wow, good
she
for the
threw her.
Bengals, by the way. What they say they
Right,
snapped like a
right.
30-something year streak,
Yeah, they hadn't won since '91 or something like
a
that.
playoff
91,
game.
92.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yo,
she
my
threw the sober January right out the window. So there was that.
first time chat. Taylor Gang says, "Who day?" What's up, Taylor? Man, hey, do us a favor. Hit that follow button on our Twitch, man. Give us a follow, man. We'd appreciate it. Yo, my Pats, dude. I think that was like the worst loss I've played. It was actually the most devastating playoff
Right.
loss I think they've
I
ever
mean, in
had.
their defense, though, it was a division opponent who they've already played twice.
Yeah.
Like, and Josh Allen, like, and they took that shit. It wouldn't have been that bad if it wasn't a divisional opponent and it wasn't the Patriots. Like, they took that shit personal. That's all that was. They never took the foot off the gas the entire damn game.
Dude, seven touchdowns in seven possessions. Yeah. Jesus. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the only team I hate to lose, like, I hate to lose worse to than the Bills is like the Dolphins.
Right.
But the Bills is especially tough because, for one, it's the fucking Bills, man. The Bills Mafia are a special character of a bunch of special characters of fans, and then of course Kevin. God. Kevin just, oh my God,
how much did
dude.
he wreck your timeline? Did he? How much shit did he tag you in?
Oh man, the Discord, the putting you over Discord, it was rough, man. I got murdered. I got absolutely murdered in that Discord. Kevin, dude, he'll see a wound, and he'll just like freaking poke that wound. He'll rub his damn blue cheese on that fucking thing. God damn it sucked, man. Yeah, man. I think my favorite game so far was the who was it? It was the Charge. It wasn't a playoff game. It was like the Chargers and the Saints, right? Or
Chargers and
Raiders. Excuse me, the Raiders. Yeah. That was
whoever won got in the playoffs, and if they tied, they both would have got it.
And the shit came like 2 seconds from tying.
Well, it was the Chargers' fault, coach's fault. If he took a damn timeout and gave the Raiders. Just stupid, not thinking. Like the Raiders.
You're a coach. Why would he have taken a timeout?
He was taking a timeout to reset his players and make sure that they didn't get the first down. But the Raiders had no intention of going for the first down to begin with. Yeah. They were fine with taking the tie. Like, their coach even said that. Their coach literally said, if he hadn't took that timeout, we wouldn't have did what we did. We were fully prepared to take the tie, knock the Steelers out, and keep it moving. But the dumbass, he's been making questionable, overly aggressive calls all year, and it bit him in the ass.
Yeah, same with Garoppolo just about an hour ago. No, not Garoppolo. Yeah, Garoppolo, right?
Oh, they won. They beat Dallas.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, Dallas's quarterback.
Yeah, but that wasn't really on him. They was coaching with that too. Like their coach is like,
well, no, he had 14 seconds and he ran the ball.
But supposedly McCarthy came in and said that was a planned call, and really, like, it was, you don't run anything down the middle of the field like that with that many seconds left on the clock. And if you do, you get the first down, which you only need like 4 yards. You slide, you get up, spike the ball real quick, and give yourself enough time to do anything.
What'd you think of the controversy of the referee inadvertently bumping into the players and kind of costing them that extra 2 seconds?
It didn't matter. They wouldn't have got that play off.
You don't think so?
No. The Cowboy fans they are the worst fans in the history of sports. So it doesn't matter what happens. They're always gonna make it an issue. They're always gonna make it somebody else's fault. They're always gonna act like they got screwed. No, you're fucking trash. You have been for decades. You cannot be America's team when you have not won a fucking playoff game and longer than what, the early 90s. Like, just come on, bro. You can't be America's team with that big of a trap. Like, get out of here.
Shout out to our buddy who's a big Cowboys fan, Heel Tactics, Justin, who does actually the beat for the rewind intro.
It's the only terrible quality about him is that he's a
Cowboys fan.
I don't hate anything more in this world than I hate the Dallas Cowboys and their fans.
Oh man. How's the weather where you're at? I'm in North Carolina, dude. It just ended up being rain here.
Right.
Over in Asheboro, which is like more of the mountains, they got some snow. But you're in Ohio, man. How's it looking over there?
Yeah, I'm in Southern Ohio. I'm like an hour from Cincinnati, like 2 hours from Kentucky. Well, 2 hours from Louisville, whatever. And we got about it started off rain too, and then like sleet and like freezing rain and then snow. Like we already got like 2 or 3 inches already.
Oh shit, man. Yeah. I wish it would look more like winter. I haven't had a nice winter in several years. It's one of the only downsides of North Carolina. Some other people think I'm crazy that I like actually like snowy and cold weather, but
that's where you're from. That's where you're from. I mean, you can't help it.
No, yeah. I was walking around yesterday and it was like frigid.
50 degrees.
Yeah, right. No, not like that cold, but it reminded me of home though. Like that little bit of bite in the air that works just as good as like a cup of coffee when you're walking around. Like it wakes you up, you know. Mm-hmm. I like that. Man,
I like the cold too. Like, but the only thing about Ohio is like we can literally have all 4 seasons in a week, and it doesn't matter what time of the year. It's like this past year in April, my daughter's birthday is April 10th. It snowed on her birthday, so it's like,
oh jeez,
you never really know. You know what I'm saying? Ohio is the most violent bipolar bitch there is in the state, in the 50 states, because you never know what you're gonna get.
I feel like a lot of states on the East Coast feel that way though, because I hear people down here all the time say the same thing too. Like it's just like the weather changes on a whim. The only thing is we really do only like we barely ever get snow. Like we'll get ice almost every year for a little bit, but yeah, we rarely get snow.
We'll get some dustings, but we don't get like real snow until like January, February.
Got you.
Like this is the first real snow. Like we got a few little dustings before now. Like shit, it was down there 50 degrees on Christmas. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then last year we got like 6 inches on Christmas Eve. So it just kind of depends.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm over here. I'm trying to pull up some wrestling topics just because I didn't have my usual notes. It's Royal Rumble season, man. Are you getting excited?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm even more excited because I'm going to the Raw right after.
You are. So you're going to the Raw after the Rumble?
Yeah. I'm going. It's in Cincinnati. I'm taking my nephew. He's never been to a show before, and it's his first show. I'm taking him to.
I mean, that's a good chance to be a good show right there too.
Hell yeah.
There's a very good chance. You know, the Raw after. I mean, normally people like the Raw after Mania, although lately, like last couple of years, that actually hasn't been too big a deal. But yeah, I would imagine the Raw after the Royal Rumble would be pretty badass too. Where is the Rumble this year? I forget.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It has to be somewhat close to if Raw is going to be in Cincinnati.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Let's take a look here. So the Royal Rumble is location. Let me see here. America Center, which is St. Louis, Missouri. Is where it is. Okay.
Well, that's not far. That's only like 6 hours from us. Okay. Maybe not even that.
Looking at the stadium right here. Yeah, I mean, it's 40,000 capacity. That should be fun.
Right.
As long as they don't do like those baseball stadiums where they had to wheel the guys out on fucking golf carts. I'm looking at you, Big E. Just, oh my gosh. You have any early picks?
It's on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, thank God, dude. I'm loving Saturday pay-per-view.
Hell yes. I don't know why they don't do this more, bro. Like, get a little toasty. Well, I'm not drinking now, but I mean, I'd have me a 12-pack ready to go, like, and still have enough time to go out if I wanted to. Like, why not?
Yeah, man. Any early picks on who you think the winner's going to be?
I have no idea.
This one really feels like it's up in the air, right?
It does, because there's so many people that aren't like top guys, or so many people that aren't on like a roll. Like you really don't know who to fucking pick. Or
yeah,
so I hope they pull a dark horse and not like an obvious guy. Like I hope it's somebody we don't expect, but I doubt it.
Let's take a look at the betting odds. So the betting odds, when you look at like the betting odds top, usually they're like, so if you go by the betting odds, like number one pick, it's not the most consistent, although it has hit several years since it started. But if you extend it to the betting odds, like number 1, 2, and 3 pick, they're usually pretty spot on. So if you ever look down like who the top 3 guys are the most likely to win the Royal Rumble or the Women's Rumble, there's a good chance you're going to see the winner in that. Let's see here. Where's the betting odds? I'm on this. Okay, when is it? Where is it? How to watch in Australia? What? What is the Royal Rumble? Come on now, Jackass Star, Johnny
Just put in
Knoxville.
betting odds. Put in betting odds.
I did. It's
Oh.
part of the damn. This article is just making me go like super far down in the article. Okay. So the top betting on the top 3 right now for the winner. Wow. Big E, number 1 betting odd. Currently sitting in the number 1 spot. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. He still has momentum. Get him back. Get him to the Royal Rumble. That'd be good.
I wouldn't mind him and Brock.
Yeah, number 2 is Drew McIntyre, and they're actually really, really close in their odds.
He won't be back by then, though.
Drew McIntyre?
No, I don't think he will be.
What's he out with right now?
A neck injury.
Okay, this says these are the sports bet correct as of January 16th. Literally updated today, man.
Well, maybe I don't know. Maybe he'll be back, but I know he was out with an injury for sure, a neck injury. It's nagging one that he's had. I thought he got surgery.
Yeah, 3rd place, a little bit further down, is Brock Lesnar, and surprisingly in 5th place, The Rock.
What?
I know. Now, granted, The Rock is usually showing up in the betting odds for the last couple of years.
Right.
He has.
Right.
Like they usually do have somebody in there. Some other notable names. Austin Theory is actually kind of pinned, not too far down. Bray Wyatt's name pops up. Hell,
what are the odds for Austin Theory? I think I might put like $15 on that. See what I hit.
On Austin Theory?
Yeah.
I mean, he is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th place for it. So I don't know how much money I'd put on that. Now the betting odds for the women, these ones all 3 make sense for the women. In first would be Bianca Belair. That would be badass. Watch her win it 2 years in a row. How fucking amazing would that be?
I think that's who's gonna be her or Oscar. Those are my top 2 picks.
Alexa Bliss is actually tied in 2nd place with Bayley to win it. Asuka's like way down. Lita actually is a better betting favorite than Asuka right now. That's bad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
I just realized I'm going through this. I don't think I watched any real fucking wrestling. Like I don't think I watched the complete show all week. I'm trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. Well, yeah, I didn't even see the Oscar. I mean, not the Oscar. I didn't even see the Alexa Bliss promo or whatever with the.
I think all that was like just like a therapy session, but apparently it just confirmed that we're still getting Fiend Bliss.
I hope not. God damn.
That's what it looks like, man. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd love to see Bianca Belair 2-peat the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is she she's also the only black female to win it. There's actually only been 4 winners of the Royal Rumble. I don't know why in my mind I thought it's been around a little bit longer.
That's why too with the black thing. I'm not even gonna pull the race car down because it's only been like 4 or 5.
Yeah, because I mean if you put it like that, like 25% of that's
what I'm saying. That's why
Royal Rumble winners, yeah.
You know, I can't wait to pull the race car, but even I couldn't pull it for the women.
Yeah. Supersonic says he thinks Asuka might be surprise entrant number 30. Yeah, I think we're gonna have some cool surprises with the women's Rumble because you got Asuka, and you also have, returning Bayley.
The thing I hate is like, just don't tell us all these people. Just, like, and then the worst part is like we already knew all those legends were coming because you cut fucking 90% of your women's roster, so they had to bring all the old heads back to participate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a choice.
Yeah. Vanessa from Putting You Over says, "Hey guys, hey Vanessa, how you doing?
What's up, girl?"
I think Bayley might return and win it. Yeah, she's one of the betting favorites.
Yeah.
Bayley is literally tied in 2nd place.
Like Alexa Bliss. Like, why didn't they just wait and debut her at the Rumble and not say anything? Like, I don't understand like why they are so against surprises. Like, what do they have against surprises?
At some point, when ratings, this is my speculation. At some point, when they noticed that their ratings were just dwindling. And I don't mean like in recent years. I'm talking when, they would pull a solid 3 mil, a solid 4 mil consistently, and you would think you'd never see a Raw with less than 3 million viewers. Once the ratings started spiraling downhill, there was a shift to do crazy things to pop ratings. Like popping ratings became such a priority. And that's the thing, is you can't really pop ratings with surprises. No. So I feel like it stems from that mentality. They would rather tell you stuff ahead of time.
No, that's absolutely it. But my thing is like, how many times does that work? Yeah. Like, it's only Goldberg is like the last one that actually worked.
I don't know, man. I have no
That's
idea.
The only jump they got out of any of the surprises they gave away. Like, I think the Big E segment that they told her he was cashing in, I don't think it did that much. It didn't like make the numbers jump off the fucking page. Like,
no, yeah, you're right. It doesn't really work. It just feels like, at the end of the day, dude, this company's ran by like really, really old white men.
Yes.
And it's obvious, like, with the things that we've been coming out hearing, like Freddie Prinze Jr.'s quoting Vince McMahon saying like he hates tag team wrestling because he's got to pay 4 men for one match, and I could see it from that standpoint. A surprise you might not garnish a return from a surprise. But the thing is
like, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the thing is if you start setting this notion that surprises will happen, you know what I mean? Then you probably will get the goodwill of the public, and people will start tuning in to make sure that they don't miss out on the next surprise. So it's just something that you just got to build a little momentum with.
Well, that's the thing. They've done it before. Like, they used to do it to us all the time. That was like one of the main things about the Royal Rumble and the night after WrestleMania. We tuned into those to see who was going to be the surprise comeback and who was going to make their debut on Raw. Like, that's like, they did it for years. And they just went away from it. Like, that's another thing. How it's a bunch of old white guys that aren't hip, because the internet is your friend. Mm-hmm. Twitter is your friend. You let them have these beefs and bullshit to get people to want to come check it and see. You don't squash the shit and tell them to do this generic shit that they have them do on the internet. Like, no, you let them be themselves. Let them talk shit. Let them be in character. Let them be out of character. Whatever it takes to get the crowd to want to tune in. Like, that's how you literally know is people that don't know how to do Microsoft Teams meeting or Zoom calls. Like, that's how you know that's exactly who is running the show there.
Oh, man. No, you're not wrong, man. Vanessa says she thinks Ronda returns to win the whole thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think we'll ever see Ronda wrestle again. I believe Ronda is retired and is just going to be a mom with Travis and build
I don't think that at all. You know why I don't think that at all? Because she loves money, and Vince loves to throw money to people and make them do things they say they won't do.
And we'll see. I just, man, I don't know. I think the thing with Becky and the fans turning on her, I don't know, man. Ronda showed that she's pretty thin-skinned, and that was evident if you liked UFC prior to WWE, because she did a reality show called The Ultimate Fighter where she coached a team of fighters opposite of Misha Tate before a match, and you got to see like kind of like the true shallow side of Ronda.
I think that was when her veil of invincibility, I think that was the start of the cracks in her armor, her doing that show.
Yeah. Vanessa also goes on to say that she thinks The Fiend is probably going to return at the Rumble. I kind of have that feeling too. And that might be why Alexa Bliss is staying in the Fiend-like character, is because they might have already signed Bray back.
This fantasy booking.
Or Vanessa goes on and says it might not even be the real Fiend. It might not be Bray, just the character. You know how they brought in like fake Kane.
That would be dope. I would be into that. Just fake Fiend.
I'd be into watching how bad it fails.
That's what I'm saying. Bad. I'd be so into watching it be its own Inferno match.
Oh my gosh. Who would you have play the Fiend?
Who
could you have? I say Tucker. Tucker.
I'd say R-Truth.
R-Truth play the Fiend.
I'd say R-Truth, bro. It would be, and then at the end, he just takes over. Oh, this ain't no Halloween party or something stupid like that. Pop the whole crowd. R-Truth. Or Omos. Give it to Omos. Give it to Omos. Can't do anything else.
I'm trying to like get somebody that might actually pass as Bray, like just like a little bit.
No, I'm trying to go the exact opposite. I don't want him to look or have anything to do with it. Oh and Omos, if you give it to Omos, he don't have to talk or nothing, bro. He just goes out there and moves his hands around and shit. He ain't got to talk.
R-Truth would remix Hurt Heel.
That'd be so dope if it was R-Truth, bro. And the lantern of his face and shit. Like, that'd be so dope, bro. I swear it would. And you know how against the 24/7 R-Truth and all that shit I am.
Oh my god. No,
that would be the shit. If R-Truth just came out. Yeah. Like, oh man, where am I at? This ain't the Halloween party, like, or some shit like that. That'd be so fucking dope, bro. You know it.
Oh my gosh, man. I can't right now. I fucking can't. Oh man!
Every time somebody tries to take the 24/7 championship from him, he turns into the Fiend.
He turns into the Fiend.
Like murders him.
Oh my gosh! Throws him in a dumpster. Fuck, man! I don't even have to follow this up. Supersonic says, "I don't know if Bianca will win because if you're getting over like super over fans, will still turn on you." I don't know, man. I think they'd be. I think you'd tell a pretty cool story for her to two-peat. I think that would solidify her, like absolutely solidify her.
And we always forget the
star.
The Royal Rumble is not smart fans. The Royal Rumble is everyday, casual, all types of fans. So like Bianca could get away with it. If it was like Philly or some shit like that, that'd be a different story. Like maybe, but for the Royal Rumble, like people just want to see a pop, and people just want to see something they don't expect to see. Like they don't.
Does Bianca really have any haters, though? I don't think she really has any haters.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, and even if she did, it wouldn't be – the Royal Rumble is not the pay-per-view. The Royal Rumble is not the wrestling fans pay-per-view like that. The Royal Rumble and Mania are for casuals. Like, because even all my buddies that don't watch wrestling at all, they'll watch the Royal Rumble with me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Even my girlfriend, that's her favorite event of the year is Royal Rumble. That's like one of the only pay-per-views to actually sit down and watch.
Yeah, Royal Rumble's, I think, often my favorite pay-per-view. If you gun to my head, what's my favorite? Because you're still guaranteed to get some good championship matches. And then, like I said, you throw the 2 Rumble matches with all the surprises you get. You oftentimes have, like, the Rumble's a fairly consistent pay-per-view. Like,
yeah. It's never bad.
I think the
Even
last
when it's
time...
not that good of a Rumble, it's still, overall, it's always a good show.
Yeah. I feel like the only other time like a Rumble ended where I was like, I kind of had a sour taste in my mouth was probably the one where Asuka won, and because she got overshadowed by Ronda.
Right, coming out.
Yeah, because they did that twice to Asuka too, because they did that at the Rumble. Ronda came out in that oversized leather jacket and pointed at the sign, and then they did that when her and Kairi Sane won that. Crazy ladder match with I think against like Charlotte and God, I forget who all was in that match. I know Becky Lynch was in it. Maybe it was Charlotte and Becky, but because I remember it ended on like a brawl. I want to say like Roman brawling with other people, like a bunch of men. Like
they came through the match or whatever.
Yeah, because it was right as they won the tag team titles because they main evented. And and then they were overshadowed again. For some reason, like WWE just really was scared to let a pay-per-view end with Asuka being like the last one on television. They just didn't really have much faith in her. Yeah, it was Charlotte and Becky, TLC 2019. Okay. God, that's why I love Supersonic, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Supersonic is taking Katie's Kinsey or Bebe's place. Because she used to be our Jamie. Look up all the facts and everything.
Right.
While we're talking. Supersonic's been doing us a solid with that shit, man. Let's talk about the Forbidden Door, man. So we know Mickie James.
Right.
It's coming through. Any chance? Is there any chance an AEW wrestler appears in the Rumble?
Fuck no.
No?
No, bro. I don't think they would. I just don't think they would do it. Like, they're too fucking petty to do it. Like, if they were smart, they would do it and get the internet on their side. Even if it's just like fucking what's his name, Perfect 10 dickhead. Like just anybody from AEW. Like just let anybody, even if he just comes in and gets eliminated immediately. Like they would get the internet so behind them and so much talking about them, but they just couldn't do it. They're too petty. You can't see the forest through the trees, bro. Like me, if I was like that, if I was them, even though they are not a real number two, despite what these AEW stands like yourself would try and lead us to believe.
Hey man,
they're not really a number two. They're glorified indie. I'd let their guys come on. I'd even let one or two of them beat one of my guys. Like it only helps you by doing that. Yeah, it'll help them, sure, but it's not. It's going to give them a temporary bump. It'll get some people on your side where you're already beating them. You're already number one. You'll be able to take some of that from them, not necessarily from you. You'll be able to share it with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people understand that now. It's not so much about killing out the competition now, or the world we're living in now. It's collaborative. It's collaborations. It's partnerships.
Yeah.
Even if you're I was like Microsoft and Apple work together all the time. You may not even think it and don't even know it. Trust me, I sell technology. You'd be surprised how many things they partner up on. But in the average person in the public's eye, you think they're at each other's neck and they're like,
yeah, no, totally I'm right there working in the cell phone business.
Right,
you know, the rivalry, Apple and Samsung. Half of your iPhones, like hardware, is Samsung.
It's Samsung. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like same thing with like a app, and now they're going to start making Apple stuff that carries those products and shit with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's collaboration is the way to go. I would most definitely. I wouldn't have none of the elite or any of the like top tier guys. But like Lucha Brothers, somebody like that, like I would let those guys come in, defend the tag titles on my show. I do shit like that.
Okay, so I mean that's kind of a stretch as far as like, you know, with WWE and them,
right?
I think
that's what I'm saying. It's never going to happen. Yeah. But if they were smart, they would do it.
Yeah. Now, one person I think that would make perfect sense would be MJF, because he's got the internet world buzzing about this whole bidding war thing.
Yeah, but that's why I wouldn't bring him. In case there really is a bidding war, you know what I'm saying?
You might actually give away, like you might actually give the fuel to one of your top guys to walk.
Yeah, or you might give fuel to AEW to see that this man succeeding on WWE programming. We got to make sure we pay this fucking dude. So you end up, you know what I'm saying? Like it could backfire in so many different ways. But I wouldn't bring any of their top guys on. Like that would be my thing. Like,
what about
no
Jericho?
Top guys?
What about Jericho?
I would bring Jericho because at the end of the day, you know Jericho's going to go back to WWE.
He's just going to go. He's just going to go and do whatever he wants.
Yeah, and I mean him and Vince had that shake and that, you know what I'm saying? They had that talk that the door's always open for him to come back. Hell, he was on the Smoking Skull sessions and was an active AEW wrestler.
It's one of my favorite too. That was.
Right. He's the only person I can actually see. Him and Daniel Bryan, not so much Daniel Bryan, but more Jericho. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho showed up at the Rumble. I know it's none of those things. None of these things are ever going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Never going to happen. But like, if it did, like, I wouldn't be 100% shocked if we got Break the Walls Down like during the Rumble.
I was just about to ask, would it be Break the Walls Down or would it be Judas?
I think you'd have to do the double song. Like, start out with Break the Walls Down and then go in to Judas. They love doing those stupid mashups, bro. I get it.
Yeah, I know. The Edge, the fucking going from the doing like the Brood halfway through, and then his other entrance. I can't stand that. Just do one or the other, man.
And that's because they're both, and that's the worst part. They're both dope too, but just together. Like, and I hate it when the Bar did that shit. When they started off with like who they start off with Cesaro's, and then went into.
I think it was like Cesaro's intro.
Yeah, did
into Sheamus's. Yeah. Now listen, Cesaro and Sheamus sharing that bright ass white spotlight was actually pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
though. That was actually pretty awesome. That was a good entrance. Vanessa says,
I don't back to the real shit. Yeah. I don't think anybody else from Impact is coming.
You think it's literally just Mickie James helping fill out the women's Rumble?
Not even that, and I think it's them throwing her a bone and like throwing out the apology because of the trash bag incident. That's all I think this is really all about. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with them wanting to help Impact. I don't think it has anything to do with the Forbidden Door. I think it's they want to lay out the.
Hey, look, we messed up. We messed up. Yeah. How about we give you a good spot in the Rumble and let you get some shine back?
A homegrown WWE star that they disgrace like that And now she's other places like, no, this is just them laying out the foundation for her to come back and be Hall of Famer and shit like that.
I was just about to say, also could be like a whole thing of like Sweden, because it's becoming more and more apparent they are getting turned down more and more by people refusing to go into their Hall of Fame. Yeah, Vanessa says it's already been announced that there will be a man through the forbidden door.
Who announced it, and where did that announcement come?
Yeah, who said that? I pretty much at this point only believe freaking Sean Ross Sapp. I hate to say it, man, but like, Sean Ross, regardless of what you think about him and how he conducts himself online with people that throw trash at him, which I wholeheartedly say, man, if people gonna throw crap at you, man, throw it right back at them.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with how he acts online. Like, don't talk. Like, people on the internet think that we just like other people on the internet just supposed to accept your bullshit.
Well, they think like you have a career, so you have to now act like a customer service rep 24/7.
My shit. No,
that's bullshit. Really quick before we speculate some more, just because I don't want this one to get buried. This actually makes all the sense in the world, and I cannot believe I actually agree with this statement. She says, she doesn't say, she asked, are the Bellas going to win the tag titles and retire as the last champs? Honestly, that makes sense. There's no other tag teams.
I forgot the women even had a tag team.
Yeah, it's Carmella and Zelina Vega. They're doing nothing.
You just told me on the last rewind. Like, I literally had and I've been watching this past Raw. I didn't watch because I was tired, but like, I've watched literally Raw start to finish the last, 6 weeks. And I literally totally fucking forgot that there were women's tag team titles and that who the champions were. Literally did not remember and totally forgot. So, yikes.
Yeah, I think it makes sense. There's no other women's tag teams, not a single female tag team established right now. And hell, you could say that even Carmella and Zelina, they're not even a tag team.
The only one they had that was what you can, I guess, like shoehorn is established as Nikki Ass and Rhea Ripley, and they broke them up.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's like
no. So what I was thinking, I was like, that kind of makes sense. You could have the Bellas; they're already scheduled to return at the Rumble. They announced that their goal is to win the tag team titles. That gives them a program into Mania, and then that also solves the problem of this women tag team division. The Bellas come in and they retire with the belts. They take the belts home, and there's no more women's tag team division. And hopefully someday we can get like a women's mid-card title on Raw. Because that is one thing I think Dynamite has done that they've heard people talk about. And I actually agree with it. Like having a mid-card belt for your women's division.
It's just another belt to get buried, honestly. Like, I think that they should have it. I think that they deserve that more than those stupid tag titles, but
it's something to fight.
I don't know. I think I know why they did the tag titles, though, just that way you can get more women on TV and in matches. But like, look where we're at.
Yeah, Vanessa, she kind of says the same thing about the trash bag thing. Is like, yeah, you understand, because she says that Tommy Dreamer was on Busted Open and says everybody that quits or gets released, WWE puts all their stuff in a trash bag and then boxes it so that it doesn't get wet in the rain. It's still like, you're still a multi-billion-dollar company. You can afford decent waterproof packaging that is not as trashy as a literal trash bag.
Yeah, I don't think that's why is that?
It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I think.
No, and why is it just coming out now? All these people that's been released, and all these people that's 80, almost 100 people they've released in the last year. Why has no one else put out there that their shit came in a trash bag in a beat up box?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, and a lot of these people are disgruntled too. Is you still have not heard anybody say they sent my shit home in a garbage bag too? Like, come on, bro. No.
Squared Circle Top 10 says, good evening, gents. Hey, what's up, EJ? Welcome back to the show, man. Vanessa says she hates the Bellas so much. No, I'm right there with you, Vanessa. I don't like them either, but that makes the most sense on what to do with those belts. Because what else are they going to do? They're doing nothing. Supersonic says the reason why WWE don't have faith in Asuka is most likely because fans want a Japanese wrestler or a Joshi wrestler to be a main event star. Why they don't have faith in her? I mean, if the fans are behind her, WWE should have all the faith in the world on her. Asuka is one of the MVPs of the crowdless pandemic era. You know what I mean? The no crowds shows. Asuka was giving it 110 every episode.
And they can't even use that English shit because the part of her character was the fact she wasn't speaking English, and that's what started getting her over.
Yeah.
It's her just coming out and talking shit in Japanese. So it's
chewing the Miz out in fucking Japanese.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, I told y'all this from the beginning. They do not like foreign stars that can't speak English.
I
told y'all that.
No, I mean, yeah.
Asuka is the only one that's been a world champ. There hasn't been any man in the last probably 30, 40 years that can't speak English that won a world title. It's just not going to happen. I'm sorry, but just who the company is owned by and most of their fan base, it's never going to fucking happen. And that's why Asuka doesn't go far. She's gone where she's gone because she is so talented and because other women respect her so much. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
But that also has a lot to do with why she's not really pushed like Becky and Charlotte and all them ones women. Honestly, she's probably better than all of them.
Asuka's fantastic. No one argues that. Asuka's
But again,
fantastic.
like I said, she's on the Four Horsemen's level. She may be better in the ring than all of them. And that includes Charlotte, who I think is the greatest woman wrestler of all time. But Asuka may be better than her.
Yeah, I mean,
better.
That's not a hard thing to debate. I mean,
right, that's what I'm saying. But do they push her like they push the Four Horsewomen?
If you're watching the live stream, man, you're watching the chat bounce all over the screen. It's actually really active tonight, so I'm trying to find a spot I can put it to where like it stays up good and doesn't interfere with the stream. Oh man, just like one of those silly little production errors you see me do every week if you watch the live stream or the recorded videos. EJ says, do the mid-card title, the women's mid-card title, call it the Evolution Championship. Yeah, perfect. Yes. No brainer.
No brainer.
Asuka has the talent to be a women's champ over 500 days. Yeah. I mean, look at her NXT run.
No, don't take what I said as me saying that that's not true. That's beyond fucking true. Like I said, she may be better than all four of the Four Horsemen, but she still does not speak English. You can't put her on talk shows. You can't do a press run with her. She can't do any movies that, even though they're B movies or any shows that like Sasha and all them do. Yeah. She can't do any of that because she can't speak English. That's all I'm saying. What is it? Xenophobic as fuck? Is that what that is? Like that's all I'm saying. Like she don't speak English, so they can't put the full WWE marketing train behind her like they can the other women. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, and it's pushing them out. I think one of the popular consensuses is people are starting to talk about how Sasha Banks is bigger than WWE because of her success on The Mandalorian and stuff. Right. A lot of people believe that she's Hollywood bound, myself included. I think she's gonna outgrow her love for professional wrestling and go Hollywood.
I don't think that.
You don't think so?
I think she's gonna walk hand in hand. I don't think don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that she doesn't have those dreams and it probably doesn't aspire to that, but I don't think she's like The Rock and all them whose main goal was to be famous, not necessarily be famous in wrestling. Mm-hmm. I think that's the one thing I think about the Four Horsewomen that kind of sets them apart from other stars. Is like I think that the sport of wrestling is in their blood and like in their core. So like if anything, I think she'd be the ones to go, leave, do a movie, and come back. You know what I'm saying? Same fucking week, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think she'd be the one. And just because of how her emotions are and how she is ready to just say "fuck you guys," I'm not leaving till you do what I say. Mm-hmm. Like I think that's why I think that I don't think she'd be a fool like just jump off and completely forget about wrestling. Like I just don't see that with her or any of the Four Horsewomen.
I don't know, man. It's hard. You know, I don't follow Sasha personally, so I mean, I don't. I actually do kind of feel bad she's going to miss the Rumble with that injury she got.
I don't follow personally, but just the stuff that I've seen, like you can feel the passion oozing out of her.
But you also have to think too, like time's going to go on. Injuries are going to add up. There's going to be an agent. There's going to be people around her who's like, look, your body is going to give out on you. It's either going to be your body or it's going to be WWE, because they're not going to want to watch a woman grow old on television, unless you're Natalia. No offense.
Those things are a different story.
But
that's not really
what I'm saying is they could be like, now's the time to capitalize on that potential. Hollywood's hot. You're in The Mandalorian. Disney loves you.
Yeah, no, I'm saying all that's going to happen. I agree with you. I think that's going to happen, but I don't think she's going to be the one that completely, like The Rock, just completely gave up on WWE. I don't think she would do that. I think she would still come back. I think she still do like one-offs and shit. Yeah. Like I don't think wrestling can ever fully leave her blood, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, I mean that's kind of like what every wrestler does. I mean, hell, even John Cena showed up last year or whatever.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying not like them. Like they completely they just show up when they can once every couple years. I think that she would never be too far gone.
Yeah.
I think she'd be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Squared Circle says that's Kevin Dunn who gets in Vince's ear about not pushing foreign talent. JJ's here. JJ says, "Good evening, fellas." What's up, JJ?
What's up, bro?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, sorry.
Yeah. I did the same thing. I did the same thing on one of my streams.
Another JJ.
Yeah. Square Circled EJ says if Asuka was to leave, she'd probably go Impact or AEW. Those are always the safe bets. You don't think she'd move back to Japan?
Probably, but I don't know. I feel like her and Shinsuke, like they are in fucking love here. Like if you ever go to Shinsuke's IG sometime, bro, like that man is loving. He's literally like coming to America for sure. Like he loves being here, bro. Like it's nothing but him shirtless surfing somewhere. Like, bro, he is not.
He's digging the American life right now.
He is here to stay, bro. That's why he's taking. Yeah, you want to be Intercontinental Champion? Fuck with this dumbass dude that plays the guitar? Sure, yeah. What city we gonna be in? Like, bro, he is enjoying his world tour. Like, he is not. He gives zero fucks. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm here to wrestle. Bang these American chicks, you know what I'm saying? Eat some French fries and shit. Like, I'm here for all of that.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it could be just like you've had a career of a rough career of hard hitting, and now you're just kind of taking that easy paycheck.
And that's another thing too, for like as young as like he's young, like wrestler wise, but he's not. Like he's not. Like he's got a fucking bump card. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's living it up. I said the same thing about Kevin Owens too. Remember I told you that, like, bro, he had a thing called a prize fighter for a reason. The prize is WWE. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just like, they here for it.
He had me fooled, man. Got me fooled. If I wasn't so lazy, I'd make a compilation of all the times was doing the show with you and talked about how essentially it was the countdown to Kevin Owens leaving WWE.
It started like in August of last year.
I'm telling you, man. Oh, man. Yeah, they're talking about Asuka's YouTube channel in the chat, Kana-chan. Mm-hmm. Does she still have that? Is she exempt from the whole WWE owns your channels and stuff, man? Let's see here. Let's go back to the Forbidden Door. I googled potential Forbidden Door entrance in this year's Rumble, and I'm on Sportskeeda right now. So let's see what they speculate. So they believe number 5, New Japan, actually, of all companies, Will Ospreay.
But let's go back to let's stay on the New Japan. Remember those rumors that were circulating that they were working on a deal?
Mm-hmm. You haven't seen any New Japan wrestlers mingling with AEW recently.
And how did that just disappear out of nowhere? That was like a big story.
Tamatanga was every week was talking about coming out and smashing dudes in the Elite and stuff. Yeah, so I could see that. Will Ospreay, dude, that's a stud, dude.
Fucking raw.
Yeah, no, he would. Honestly, I think the WWE crowd would eat him up, man.
Bro.
Yeah.
And have you seen him recently? Like, he's not that skinny kid that had that match versus
Ricochet. He can do a heavyweight style and his high flying style.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and they say New Japan's been working with Impact, and now Impact's technically working with WWE. Let's see what else they say. Once again, this is via Sportskeeda. Oh shoot, Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, could be in the Rumble, dude.
Well, I mean, you know what? That day, because I forgot he's on Impact now. So yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like if you're a casual WWE fan, you didn't just watch his MLW run or no, not MLW. Who was it? Was
GCW.
GCW, excuse me.
Yeah.
They would probably just see regular old Zack Ryder.
Zack Ryder, woo woo woo, you know it.
EJ says Supersonic says mid Cardona. You're not wrong, buddy. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I despised Matt Cardona. I thought he just stank of WWE wash up when he initially left, and then when he popped up at AEW, he was the first name where I was like, "Ugh, you guys, not everybody." But when he went,
in his defense, though, everybody in that literally the entire, most of the executive vice presidents and the top tier people in that company were all groomsmen in his fucking wedding.
Yeah,
so I mean, I wasn't too trust me, I think he's ass too, but I'm not gonna be surprised if your bros start a fucking business and they give you a job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Luckily, AEW read the room. They weren't in the Zack Ryder business, and then he went and did that awesome GCW run.
Right.
And dude, just nuclear heat, man. That was like John Cena in ECW levels of heat. Oh god, I loved it, man. I absolutely loved it.
GCW was super, super smart for that.
Oh yeah, that was perfect, man. That was the perfect fit. I honestly said, I was like, I'd love to see, now this will never happen, but I'd love to see Nia Jax do the same thing. She'd be right at home, fucking chicks up in GCW. And dudes and too. Men. Yeah, and men. Yeah. And men.
Hell, she's probably bigger than every dude on that roster.
Oh yeah. No, you're not wrong there too. Yeah, she probably is. NWA Nick Aldis. Does Nick Aldis do it for you, man?
Yeah, he does.
His wife, his wife, I don't know. I've never been able to get into him.
I don't think he's been put up in the spotlight. The NWA stuff, though, has really showed, what he's capable of and what he could be. He's a poor man's Ric Flair. He really is. He really could be. No, so I'm being I didn't mean that. I know that sounded shitty and, the meaning, but, I really didn't mean it that way. He has the look and, the swagger of a world champion. Even when he's in street clothes, he looks like money. I don't understand why no one's really taking a better chance with him. Like I said, he's not really generally my cup of tea, but when I look at him, I see world champion.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. Maybe I just didn't watch enough of him, because the only times I ever saw run-ins with Nick Aldis was Cody at All In winning the NWA.
And that was a dope match too.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a dope ass match.
But I was more into it because of Cody at that point. Cody was white hot babyface.
Right.
He was touring the world, reclaiming the Rhodes name.
At that point, that was when Nick was at his highest too with the NWA stuff.
No, very true. Yeah, very true. Yeah, it was good.
Like I said, I mean, Nick Aldis, he's all right. He's not, like I said, I don't think he's terrible or trash or anyone, but like I said, when I look at him, I see a world champion. I in the street club. Then not to mention his wife's fucking Mickie James. That. I mean, that screams wrestling.
That would make all the sense in the world. Mickey gets in the women's rumble, and then
he gets in the men.
He gets in the men's rumble. That I could see that. Number 2, Adam Scher, aka Braun Strowman, could return for one night in the men's rumble. Has your heart grown fonder?
No.
With the absence of no. You don't miss him.
I started to think damn, Braun would be good. Then when I seen him make that debut in Ring of Honor, and he was the exact same Braun, just fitter. I'm like, bro, you didn't what did you change the narrative on? You're still fucking Choo Braun. You just with a group now. He didn't change anything up or not even make a tweak to his character, just how he looked. Really, that's it. No. I know he's gonna come back though. I just don't see them. I don't even know why they didn't just restructure his contract or something. That's literally a legit homegrown star that you created.
You just
let him go.
Regardless if you like him or not, he feels like a big deal.
Yeah, no, that's what I said.
You know what I mean? He still does feel like a big deal.
And since he's been gone, who's their real monster?
They don't have a monster among any of those men.
No, they don't. Like, and that's the one thing about it. Like, I can say, like, yes, I hate him. I don't think he's very good at all, but like, he fits a niche that they don't have and that they need badly. Because now you got Omos who can't do a fucking thing. At least Braun, like, he's terrible on the mic, but at least he can somewhat carry a promo. And he's, for as big as he is, he's athletic as hell. Like, he's dope in the ring, besides the choo-choo train bullshit. But other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was an asset. Like, regardless of, like you said, regardless of how I feel about him, like, for a wrestling company, you have to have an asset like that. And not to mention, he's relatively young.
He is. Yeah, he is.
I think he's only like early 30s. Ain't he like 31, 32, something like that?
He is. Let's see. Where are you? Adam Scher. Where are you? Right here. Braun Strowman. Damn it, man. Yo, Braun with his early hair, dude, just looked crazy. He's 38, bro.
Oh, damn. I didn't know he was that old. Shit, he older
Yeah,
than me.
dude, he's 38. He's born in 83, man. No, I thought he was younger, too. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was younger. Bama's in the chat. What's up, Bama?
What's up, Bama?
He says he doesn't miss Braun or Bray. He says the only way he would actually be intrigued would be if they got Rowan and they made the Wyatt family again.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I was looking at it in AEW, honestly.
Hey, JJ, send us some bits. Thank you, JJ. I am old and don't quite know what Twitch is. I'm assuming those bits are really good for our channel, but I have no idea what they are. Can someone explain what bits are for me?
I don't even bring the chat up.
She sent us she sent us 85 bits. Yeah, I have no idea what those are though. It's awesome though. Thank you. Like, I appreciate it. And it popped up on the screen. I got a whole bunch of animations going on now. It's dope. They called me a boomer. Fuck you.
Pretty close.
I'm the youngest fucking boomer ever, man. I'm a 33-year-old boomer. Apparently, Bray has been posting some intriguing posts about maybe doing something. That's like the vaguest goddamn. That's the most vague statement. Bama, why did you even waste my time with that? You could not have been more vague, you asshole. Says, Bray has been posting some intriguing posts about maybe doing something.
All right.
Okay, Bama, thank you for that riveting breaking news.
No, but I've said from the beginning, I think that those two are definitely going to end up back at WWE.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see the package deal, though. I would love to see the package deal.
Right, but also, too, like, besides New Japan, like, they just look out of place those other places because they're so huge and bigger than everybody. Like on Ring of Honor, he literally looked like he kicked in the door of, like, a middle school and just was, like, whooping little kids' asses. Like, it didn't even... Like, it looked so terrible. It looked like he was fighting a bunch of Rey Mysterios.
If AEW... Now, granted, this would not happen overnight because AEW right now is kind of in, like, a weird spot where their stories are kind of, like, spinning in the mud. They don't really have anything too solid going outside of, like, Adam Cole's weird... Like, either going to be, like, the super faction of Red Dragon and the Elite or this, like, civil war that might break out. But if they could get a story going where a babyface faction or just strong babyface overcomes some huge odds, like a climax, you could at that point, I think, debut Bray Braun together, or even get Rowan in the mix and create this monster faction of giants in AEW.
I wouldn't mind seeing them versus Black and
the
Brody.
House of Black.
Yeah.
But they would kind of fill the same spot, though, don't you think?
It depends on how Bray Wyatt comes.
That's true. But there is a hole right now in AEW where you could have a faction of monster-sized human beings and realistically start wiping out all these smaller wrestlers.
What if they did Keith Lee, Bray, and Braun?
Oh, man. That's interesting.
What if they just did Keith Lee
properly? You know?
Yeah.
Like, what if they just did Keith
Lee? Lee could literally take everybody in that company on by himself.
Yeah. And just did him properly. Bama says, why'd you read it on air then? Because I found it funny, Bama. I've seen Asuka posting something interesting. She's hinting at a return, maybe a feud with Becky. Yeah, I mean, of course, it's about that time for Asuka.
That has to happen. I mean, Becky gave her the damn belt.
Yeah.
That has to happen.
Yeah, Becky's got a couple receipts coming down the road. She does. Keith Lee and Jonah, that'd be awesome. Not gonna lie, that would just two fantastic superhuman horses.
Ass, bro. I thought it was just because like how they saddled him in NXT, but like he's not much better.
You don't think so?
No, it's just something about him.
Who was hyping me up? Someone was talking about Jonah was badass.
I said he's better as a heel than he is as a face, like by far. But just like his ring gear and everything, like it's just something about him just doesn't like click for me. It never did. So like don't get me wrong, the match with Josh Alexander was fucking fire. Like he can go in the ring. I'm never gonna say he can't go in the ring.
Yeah,
and he's excellent for a big man, but he's not really that much of a big man. He's just a wide man. Like he's literally like 5'10", 5'11", 300-something pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't like dwarf anybody. Like he's just wider than a bunch of people. So
yeah. Bama wants Asuka and Sasha or Bailey. No, she just wants Asuka to line up with. Honestly, like Sasha, Bailey, or Bianca. I don't know, man. Asuka needs to come back and do something though. She needs to come back and do something because she's been out of the public eye for a while now. I hope she has like a splash, like a big impact, instead of just she's back in the Rumble and then they're doing nothing with her. I hope she comes back to like a big story. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, all right. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let's just call a spade, bro.
Yeah. Oh man. Jonah equals Gen Z Rhino. Oh man.
No, not even. Nowhere's close, not even.
Bama with the scathing. Can you tweet
Get him
that?
Out of here.
Can you tweet that? I will put that on next week's UWO.
Get him out of here, bro. He is officially cut off the stream. How dare you say that about Rhino?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jonah equals a Gen Z Rhino. That's fantastic, man.
That is not fantastic.
Oh my God.
That is one of the worst takes I've ever heard in my life.
Speaking of which, if you guys are still here with us and still listening, I think it's a good point to announce the return of UWO. Here, I'm gonna run the intro, and that way, if you're not familiar with the show, I'll let you guys know what it's about.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Yes, that's right. The return of UWO, Unpopular Wrestling Opinions, is coming back next Sunday. So at the usual Rewind taping, which is at 9 p.m. Instead, we're going to do an early taping of Rewind, and then I'm going to follow it up with UWO. What we like to do on this show is I'm going to collect about 15 or so hot takes off of Twitter, so they have to be tweets. And I'm going to read them off to a guest panel, at which time they will debate amongst themselves about how garbage and trash these hot takes are, or if the tweets are actually decent and have some merit to them and have some, should stand or they're right, whatever.
Yeah.
But it ends up being a ton of fun. And usually a lot of guys, man, there's usually a lot of laughs, a lot of fun rants.
Am I going to be on that show? I just realized that. Am I going to be on that one?
I hate to say it, no, man. I got it booked.
Oh, come on, bro.
I'll get you on the next.
Bro, Matt even said he wanted to do a show with me. I thought that was my end, bro.
Oh,
why do I got to always bribe my co-host to get on his show, bro? I've been on this goddamn channel 2 years. I've been on 2 UWOs, bro.
Who knows? Maybe maybe we'll do.
I only got on the one
team.
because it was an all black cast, and I was the only token black guy at the show.
I had to get you on the affirmative action episode. Is what
Yes,
that was.
bro. We had the Black Panther edition of UWO, bro. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Really quick, the guest panel as it stands right now is Matt Ritter from Smacking It Raw. Warren Hayes returns. Warren Hayes will be on it as well.
Yes.
And then oh gosh, why is his name fleeting me? I have it right here. It is Will Gray from Botch Spots and Chair Shots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Will Gray. Also, a special shout out to Will. Just had his last cancer treatment, and he is
let's go
cancer free, man. So happy for
Congrats,
Will,
man.
dude. Yeah, he's a friend of the show. But yeah, who knows? Maybe we'll open up and we'll have like 4 hosts. I don't know. Maybe we'll get you on there already.
I know what I say. I mean, I'm just giving you shit about that, honestly. But I'll actually be on Smacking It Raw this Friday.
There you go. You're gonna okay, cool. Yeah, and also you can tune in, check out Smacking It Raw with Matt Ritter. We're doing nice little weekend collab. So once again, that'll be here on twitch.tv/SmackedRaw Sunday at 9 p.m. Tune in earlier around 7:30. Me and RN, of course, will still record the rewind just a little bit earlier than normal. But yeah, man, can't wait to do it. I can't wait. It's been too long.
Yeah, it's been too long. We got to definitely keep those back at least once a month, if not twice, if we can.
Yeah. Well, it was good. I think, like I said, it wasn't that I was getting burnt out. I felt. I don't know. Like I felt like I was doing too many too close. Right. They were just too close.
Well, that was also kind of like when we started the rebrand too, and like how it ended up like we were losing people, and it was just like there was a lot of shit going on. So like that's why I never really said anything to you about starting back up or bringing it back. Because like right when we quit, that was like when all the stuff was happening with our show. So
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? So like I was like I didn't say it. I'm like, man, we did have. I mean, we literally went from like 9 of us down to just me and you.
Yeah.
In like a span of like 3 months. So
yeah, we rebranded this whole show. We had to get our mojo back. That's what we had to do, folks. But yeah, man, that was our show. Appreciate you guys tuning in. RN, I think you were right, man. Went in with absolutely no plan and
bro, it's literally documented. Anytime we take notes, we fucking actually try and be professionals about this. The show is beyond ass. My internet drops me off the call like 35 times. Just some bullshit happens. When we go in drunk, unprepared, by the seat of our fucking pants, it always ends up being a dope show. Always. Never fails.
Except we're not drunk. We're not drunk, and we got through this.
No, I was just saying, like, any of those
scenarios
that happen.
Gotcha. Yeah. Also, really quick, Kansas City is whooping Pittsburgh. It's 35-7. This is rough. Yeah. I
mean, I wish I could say I didn't see that was coming. But.
Oh yeah.
Rip Dre, by the way, Jackass is born and raised in New York. Steelers is his favorite team. So, how's that going for you, Dre?
JJ says sometimes those are the best shows. Yeah, man. No, honestly, it was a lot of fun tonight. Thank you guys again. And yeah, of course, make sure to tune in next Sunday, 7:30. Yeah, 7:30. 7:30. We'll do the rewind again, and then immediately following the rewind at 9. Yeah, 9 will be UWO.
Okay.
There we go. But like always, you guys, until next time, y'all have a good one.
See y'all next week.